Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Into the Light intel. And in this video, we're going to be discussing a couple of topics. If you're somebody who is interested in farming out any one of the new returning God roll weapons, like the Midnight Coupe or the Mountaintop or the litany of others, I know the one with kinetic tremors is very popular in the community at the moment, then you're probably going to want to know the best ways to do that, how to make the most efficient progress. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing some glitches that you can use while running Onslaught in order to farm out these weapons as fast as possible and get the best rolls that you can possibly get. If you enjoy this video and information, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Into the Light content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. And remember, any of those things also enter you into any future giveaways on this YouTube channel. And we do one every 1,000 subscribers, so you never want to miss out. And when we reach, if we reach 100,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, we'll be giving away an Xbox Series X or a video card of equivalent value. And stick around till the end of the video for that secret hashtag you can leave in the comment section for another entry into the next giveaway for this video. Now, as I said, Midnight Coupe seems to be the one that is getting the most attention of all the returning weapons, at least at the moment. Surprising, because Mountaintop was sort of the thing that I thought was going to be the most sought after, especially with the ability to grenade jump like we've been given, essentially the improved version of what we used to have, which was not intentional, of course now is intentional. But Midnight Coupe with kinetic tremors seems to be the go-to, not just great in PvE, but also seems to be very good in PvP. The way it works, remember, is sort of a damage over time effect. A lot of people really don't understand how effective that perk can be, but especially in endgame PvE activity, something like that is great to have. Now, I want to go over Onslaught, because I'm sure a lot of people are running Onslaught solo. And if you're trying to complete Onslaught on the Legendary difficulty, which it ultimately is the best farm, where if you can just get to rank 10 or wave 10 in the Legendary difficulty playlist, you will actually be getting the best farm as far as time is concerned in order to get the most bang for your buck when it comes to the rolls on the weapons that you want, or just the quantity of rolls you'll be able to get. Going to 50 waves, because of the progress later on slowing up, it just becomes a lot harder to progress, and thereby slows up your progress. Doesn't really make it an efficient farm after a certain point. You might be able to stretch that to wave 15 or wave 20, but really anything past wave 10 on Legendary, sort of useless. So if you're just going for the efficiency of farming, wave 10 on Legendary, if you can do it, is the best. Solo players, especially if you're in a group, that's definitely the best way to farm. But for you solo players, there's a couple of things you're going to want to know in order to progress that progress a whole lot faster. One, you can duplicate the batteries. Now, because the batteries heal your base essentially, and so long as your base doesn't get destroyed, you won't get a stop in your completion progress. You can actually just continually duplicate the batteries and heal the base infinitely, and hopefully that will get you through at least a few phases, or maybe at least get you to wave 10. I would also always suggest picking Volstock as far as the place you're going to be playing, just because of the way the map is laid out. It's a very old map, and because it's also one of the oldest Crucible maps, there's a lot of places that you can get to that you probably shouldn't be able to get to, most notably the old chairlift area. And if you're on that side of the map, it makes that whole base much easier to hold. So these are just a couple of little things that I think will help anybody get at least to wave 10, even if you're a solo player doing this on Legendary. If you're trying to get to wave 50, you're going to need to know these things in order to both progress your progress and just hang around in the area long enough in order to even progress or have any chance of progressing. Now, the next and biggest thing I think all players, especially those trying to attempt this solo on the Legendary difficulty, are going to want to know is a great glitch spot for the boss arena or boss encounter. This spot will mitigate all the damage, not only from the boss, but also all the adds, which you're much more likely to die to anyway. And you can do this on all classes. It's not the easiest jump, but once you know where you're going, it actually becomes a lot more simple. And because all classes have a fairly good jumping build that you can set up now, it shouldn't be too difficult to do this on a Hunter or a Titan, even though you see me doing it here on a Warlock, which is always the easiest class in order to jump to all of these out of bounds areas. But simply make your way to the back right side of where the boss is actually spawning, jump up on one of these little monuments, and then you can make your way to this spot, which is just out of bounds, away from all the boss damage as well as all the add damage. Really only going to come in handy if you're trying to do this on the legendary difficulty or as a solo player. I have looked around a little bit more up here, and there's really no turnback barriers so much as I saw. If you do complete the encounter, of course, at a certain point, you will get the joining allies and just warped back into the normal game rotation or wave rotation. But there's a bunch of different vantage points that you can use if the boss moves, even though they don't usually. I think, like I said, a damage over time weapon, something like Wither Horde or maybe even Thorn would do very well up here, as you can kind of just shoot and leave it, and not only will it do some boss damage, but also do a little ad clear, so you can maybe have more time to focus with a heavy if you're not being able to shoot out of the actual out of bounds spot quite so easy. That can happen, but this is probably one of the better out of bounds glitch locations I've seen for any real major boss encounter in any activity in quite some time. So just knowing these few spots, not only in each Onslaught map, but also in the boss room, I think will help most solo players get to at least 10 waves on Legendary, which really makes it the most efficient farm for any of the god rolls that you want. If you're in a group, you might not need to use any of these, but still helpful all the same. And that is going to be it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something in this video helpful. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on the bell, the post notifications, so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Into the Light or Final Shape, because that's very close on the horizon, content like this. You can also follow me, as I said before, on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. If you've watched till this point in the video, you can leave a hashtag Into the Light or a hashtag Final Shape, or a hashtag Onslaught, or a hashtag 50 Waves, or a hashtag Midnight Coup, or a hashtag Mountaintop, any of those things in the comments section down below for another entry into the next giveaway for this video. Thanks so much for watching once more, and of course, I am Wilhelm Scream. We will see you next time.